When blueberries are in season, they are plentiful here in New Jersey. They are sweet, they're tart, they're so juicy. I love to freeze mine and put them in my cold cereal. You gotta try it, it's so good. But today I'm gonna make blueberry ham pies. They're personalized and they are so good. Hey guys, I'm Shereen. First to get started on our blueberry ham pies. So I have about 2 cups of blueberries. I'm gonna add them into a large bowl. And then we need a little bit of moisture. And I'm gonna use half of a freshly squeezed lemon, which is gonna give it a nice pop of acidity, good flavor. And then of course, I always like to use the zest. Anytime I use the juice of a lemon, a lime, even an orange. Always use the zest too, you got it. Might as well use it. All right, so we got that sugar. We have to sweeten them up just a little bit. I'm feeling like I need a little bit more juice. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So about 2 tablespoons will do it. And then you just wanna give it a stir. So really this is our filling. So this is the center of our filling. And when I started this recipe, when I first started developing this recipe, actually it was last summer, and it wasn't easy. I was having some hiccups. I first started with a pâte brûlée, then a pâte sucrée, which are just general pastry doughs. One's sweet, one's your classic. And what I found was happening was all the filling was bursting out of the seams when I baked it. So I set it aside, and I decided this year to tackle it again. But this time, puff pastry, that was the ticket. That's the winner, and it keeps the filling inside and makes them perfect. All right, so we have our sugar. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and cornstarch. You could also use arrowroot, so this is gonna thicken it, so when it's in the oven cooking, it creates that sauce inside the puff pastry. All right, so you just wanna stir this until it's combined. And now, I've already went ahead and thawed our puff pastry, which again, this is making it so much easier for you. You don't have to make a dough. You can just buy puff pastry, unless if you want to make puff pastry, which I applaud you because that is tricky. All right, so you just lightly dust your surface. Clear these out of the way. Unfold one of the pastry sheets. And you'll see there is a natural break. So you're really dividing it into 3 equal pieces. So it seems so logical that the puff pastry works versus the dough, simply because the puff pastry is puffing, giving the filling room to expand. So that way it doesn't totally just bust out onto our sheet tray, although it will ooze out a little bit, but it's okay. I'm just gonna brush the pastry with a little bit of egg wash. This is our glue. Add our filling into the center and then seal it shut. So using the puff pastry is a great time saver. You can make these so quickly. And my kids love the puff pastry. So much better than the pie crust. All right, you just want to add a slit right on the top. So that's our air vent. So the filling can cook evenly. And then I have a little turbinado sugar. You could also use sugar in the raw, which is basically the same thing. It's a coarse, pure grain sugar, and it's going to give a nice texture. So I'm just going to sprinkle the top, put it in a 375-degree oven until they're puffed, golden, and crisp, about 22 to 24 minutes. Our ham pies are out of the oven. They're perfectly golden. These are so good. If you're having a picnic or a barbecue, these are so fun. Everyone will love them. All right, now we gotta give them a taste. They're a little hot. See that puff pastry? It just puffs up beautifully. Look at that, all the fillings inside. So a little bit oozes out, but they are perfect. It's sweet, it's tart. The puff pastry is heavenly. For this recipe, go to the newspaper's website and visit me on Facebook and Twitter for more culinary tips. I'm Shereen with Cook This. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.